The dragoons are just some of the most impeccable granite domes that you're going to find anywhere in southern Arizona. The seclusion of the climbs and the intricacy of the rock formations just make the experience just worthwhile. Well, this is Owl Rock. We're going to be doing the route Night Stalker.
This place attracts climbers from all over the country because of the varied nature of the climbing here. You can do safe climbs, you can do scary climbs. The folks that come here and are skilled climbers have adventures that are really, truly magnificent.
When I came down here, I just fell in love with the place because it's so beautiful and so varied and rugged, and it just has a really neat feel to it.
One of the things I really appreciate about this area is that climbers have been taking care of this area for almost a half century now. Stewardship is a central characteristic among climbers at every one of them.
When we talk about the public lands here in our area, you'll find that almost every group is completely on board that they play an important role in the vitality and in the economic development of our region.
Have a nice day.
The undeveloped lands here in the wide open spaces that we offer are crucial to the well-being of our county as well. It is what attracts people to Cochise County. The challenge becomes smart growth. We want to have growth in our area, but we want to make sure that we preserve what we have.
Since 1877, Fort Huachuca has been a national treasure in the United States because of its topography, climate, and airspace. This area is surrounded by mountain ranges, which keeps the electromagnetic spectrum pristine for testing of communications devices. Fort Huachuca leadership really understands the balance of the environment and its missions. And they work very hard on working with the communities to keep the environment the way it is today and in the future.
Huachuca Caverns is a demonstration of a state investing in something that's worth protecting. And I think it's a model of a lot of the resource protection that we can do throughout the country, trying to find that balance of providing jobs and economic opportunities at the same time protecting the resource. And it supports the economies of most of southern Arizona.
There's a lot of living caves throughout the world, but this is a show cave, meaning the public can go through. Many show caves have been open for many, many years, so the cave isn't necessarily in the best shape. This cave, because it was developed in the 1990s, is in very, very good shape.
The Whetstone Mountains are one of the Sky Island mountain ranges in southeastern Arizona. We call them Sky Islands because they are islands of montane woodlands and habitats in an otherwise sea of desert scrub and grasslands. This is a living cave, so in other words, there's actually water seeping down through the limestone and creating the stalactites and stalagmites here. And so rainfall, obviously, is critical to that.
You know, people look at the cave on the outside. You know, a house down the street, what impact could it possibly have on the cave? The house, maybe not so much. The fact that they dip into the water supply, that's a big deal for us. As a live cave, one of the few live caves that's open in the world, it's imperative that we have a healthy water supply. We couldn't survive the impact of 20,000 homes sucking water out of the same aquifer that the cave currently uses.
The country is beautiful, stunning, complex. It has an amazing variety of life, and once I learned about the importance of this area for wildlife in the entire North American continent, it's pretty hard not to be involved in working for its preservation. The challenge is that groups are working on identifying how important some of these areas are to various creatures, and then trying to work with the agencies and with the public to get more people to understand and agree that it is worth protecting, that it's important. It's important to humans, too.
Well, I first visited the Dragoon Mountains nearly 40 years ago. And when I came here for the first time as a young rock climber, I felt like perhaps I was the first climber who'd ever been here with my friends. I am so grateful for the conservation efforts of local groups and the local climbing community, the Forest Service.
I'm a huge proponent of completely preserving who you are and what you are. And this is who we are. These are the lands that we have here.
We've got the formations, we've got the amazing beauty, and we have all of these climbing areas that have already been established. And so people can come here and enjoy it and spend some time away from a lot of hustle and bustle in a really quiet and wonderful place.